I've been in several Royal Rumbles, and I've never won any one of them. But I always had fun. I always had a good time, and I think being in the Rumble, I think that's what the cool part is. For the wrestler, that's never been in something like that. But it's all about those final four guys. In the Rumble, I think. I think that's what it was always built up to be about, more than anything. So it's final four guys.
Let me ask you this then. When you came back in, was it the 2011 Rumble? When you came back, were you kind of hidden away? Were you chilling with the boys? Did you say hi to everybody when you got back? Like, how was that?
Yeah, I think they brought me over from the hotel late.
You came in late. Okay.
Yeah, and they got me in there, and big pop, big pop. Boys loved it, fans loved it. I loved it. I think that's one of the only times that I was like held in secret.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Like, they didn't, because even in 2011, Twitter was a real thing. We would hear rumors and reports all the time. I think I would have seen somewhere Booker T is going to be in the Rumble. He's been spotted, either in the filet mignon and catering.
Especially coming from TNA.
Yeah.
Because I came pretty much directly from TNA to the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy I remember maybe a week before the Rumble, they were announcing in TNA that the Main Event Mafia was coming back. They were reforming the Main Event Mafia. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Because they offered me like a 3-month contract. And I was like, God, do you know how old my kids are? Do you know how fast 3 months ago? I'm like, no way on that right there. So I already knew I was going to be leaving the company. And I got the offer to actually, be in the Rumble. And I remember Kevin Nash calling me, and he goes, "Hey, Book." And I goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "What are you going to do?" I go, "Man, I'm going to be in the Rumble." He goes, "Me too, bro." And we showed up at the Rumble, man. So it was just one of those things, man. It happened. It was right timing. It was fun, and it was a great night.
So 2 questions on that. First, did you call WWE and say, I want to come back, or did they call you?
No, they called me for Tough Enough.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they called me.
So they knew you were going to be free from your contract.
Yeah, and they wanted me to come back and do Tough Enough, and I thought it would be cool because the wrestling thing was, I thought I pretty much did everything that I could do from that perspective, but to actually do the Tough Enough gig was really, really cool. And then doing the Tough Enough gig, I didn't really think about what I was going to do after that. And then they offered me the commentary job. Everything just kind of like worked out for me. Being in the right place at the right time, always being able to make fun of myself. People don't realize I used to, do some of the stupidest things, when we were on the road having fun, trying to keep just keep everything alive. Yeah, so I would do commentary for the back, in the back for the boys, and I would just give everybody a different name, and I would just change all the moves. I would just make it like something, and I would have an audience of people listening. I didn't realize how many of those guys were listening to my commentary back then, because I was just having fun and trying to keep the fun and excitement going on the road, because those overseas tours, sometimes so tired, you wake up, you work and you go to sleep. You wake up, you work and you go to sleep, and it's a monster. That's a lot of people don't understand that side of the business, and they're not supposed to. They're really not. That's an insider thing. But those times are what I remember, I think, more than anything, in the business. Most fun times on the road, man. Being on the bus, Brian Knobs, cracking jokes on somebody, at 8 o'clock in the morning, just stupid, I remember, I remember the Harris brothers. We were on a tour in Germany, right? And the Harris brothers were these two twins. They're bald headed,
Yeah.
and they were about 6'9" 9 inches tall, 6'10" tall. And Brian Knobs got on the bus one morning, and I remember this so vividly on the bus in Germany. And Brian Knobs gets on the bus and he looks at the Harris brothers and he goes, he's got a beer in his hand, right? In the morning. And he goes, why don't you two put your hands together and make an ass? And then they commenced to beat the crap out of him so bad. They beat him down in his chair. They beat him down. And then they go, now, what do you think about that? You know? And then you look at Brian Dobbs. He's still got his beer in his hand. It's spilled a little bit. And he goes, how'd I do? That's what I remember about this business, man. That's the part that kept us alive, that kind of stupid stuff.
How'd I do?
How'd I do? Crap beat out of him. You know, they wasn't taking it easy on him. They was laying it in on him, you know. And he never dropped a damn beer. And he goes, how'd I do at the end of it, you know? So that's the part about the business, you know, a lot of people don't understand it or see it. But that's the stuff for me that I think I remember most than anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's great. That's great. I love that. Hey, we got to talk about Ali. I want to talk about what you think about Alexa Bliss. We got to talk about Gunther. You got to talk about all that.
Gunther. You got to put the TH on it. It's a TH on that, right?
There's something on there. Something's on it.
TH, right? Yeah, Gunther. We got to talk about it. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.